and today, April the 21st, 2021, I bring you all a video talking about the upcoming fight this Saturday between Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman. And I just want to say, that fight is going to be a good one, even though, the first one was quite boring because it was a, one-sided beatdown. But I feel like Jorge Masvidal is going to come in and try to keep the fight standing and you know be a bit better in his defenses and try to take off Kamaru's head. But the question obviously looms is whether or not the result is going to be the same or not. But uh just to quickly mention two other fights that are going to be really exciting. It's going to be the co-main event, which is going to be Weili Zhang and Rose Namajunas. And for those of you guys that saw the Weili Zhang and what was her fate, and the Joanna Jacek fight, then you guys know that that was a 5 round war, and that was the one where Joanna's head was like really weird because of all the punches that she took. But yeah, guys, if you actually go back and watch the Weili Zhang and Rose Namajunas fight, then you'll know that that this fight, this co-main event this Saturday is gonna be absolutely epic. And then another fight, that's gonna be exciting is what's her face Valentina Shevchenko against Jessica Andrade. So that one is also gonna be a fun one. And then there's some other fighters on the card as well. We got Anthony Smith fighting. I think Cowboy Oliveira is fighting as well. So, a good amount of names are going to be, fighting on Saturday. And I think, it's going to be an exciting day for the, MMA universe in general. So, um, guys, all this stuff, with Jake Paul, beating Ben Askren, that's obviously, made headlines the past several days because, there's interest in UFC fighters, fighting Jake Paul and trying to, you know, get that win over Jake Paul. But, that's pretty much what the headlines have been these past couple days. So, you know, I just want to stop talking about that and talk about some real fights that are going to be going on this Saturday. And let me go ahead and start off with the main event: Kamaru Usman, Jorge Masvidal. The first time whenever Jorge Masvidal lost, there was talk that, hey, he didn't really get too much time to train. He was coming off of short notice to fight Kamaru Usman. But obviously this time around, such excuses can't be made because I feel like the clinical Kamaru put on Jorge Masvidal in that first fight, can't be argued against. And obviously Kamaru got the victory in that fight. But will it play out the same way this time around? I personally think so, and the reason why I think so is simply, because of Kamaru's wrestling and grappling abilities to be able to get Jorge Masvidal on the ground. I mean, Jorge's best chance at winning this fight realistically is to be on the feet, but I mean, will he be able to stay on the feet is obviously the main question because I feel like um, you know, Jorge Masvidal, is a brawler and will bring it, should the fight be staying on, the feet. But the question is whether it will or not, because I personally, I'm concerned that, that Jorge Masvidal won't be able to, stay on his, feet and is eventually going to be taken down. And I'm saying this, from the point of, those that want Jorge Masvidal to win, because I feel like, he's the underdog and Kamaru Usman is the favorite. And I think that's very, very accurate. And the first fight proved that. So, I mean, Jorge Masvidal has a good chance at winning this fight. I mean, it's not like he can't submit Kamaru Usman, but I mean, Kamaru is much, much better in his ground game and his wrestling game than Jorge Masvidal. And I feel like Kamaru is going to try to make this fight easy like the last time and try to get him down to the ground and, just ground and pound him, or just stay on top of him until the fight is over, and get the wins by the round, and get the win at the end. But will the result of the fight be the same? I feel like it will be. So yes, I am saying that Kamaru Usman will beat Jorge Masvidal again in their rematch. And one thing I've always said, guys, is while hunger is a very big factor in terms of considering who you guys think is going to win. Another factor that's very important to consider is also the stylistic matchups. And look at Khabib. That guy has been able to get all of his victories because of his great wrestling and grappling abilities, where he's been able to take his opponents to the ground and, either submit them or ground and pound them to, oblivion. So I feel like, this fight will, result the same way as it did the first time. And I feel like Kamaru Usman will get the victory. I actually don't really know the betting odds, but I feel like it'll be more. I feel like Jorge Masvidal will be more of an underdog this time around, and I also feel like Kamaru Usman will be more of a favorite. So I feel like yes, the numbers are going to be further apart from each other than the first time in terms of the betting odds. So I don't really have my laptop with me right now, so I can't really pull it up. But if you guys want to drop those comments and or let me know in the chat what the betting odds are, I'd greatly appreciate that. Even though I'll probably look at it later too, as I do bet on these fights. And if you guys are betting, then it is very exciting. Makes it personal. For yourself as the viewer, and makes it makes it more engaging for yourself to watch the fight and see how it plays out. So and then the co-main event, we got Weili Zhang against what's her face? Weili Zhang against Rose Namajunas, and I think in that one, I think that one can go either way, honestly. But I feel like if Weili Zhang is gonna be bringing forth the same type of offense that she did against what's her face Joanna Jacek, then obviously, I feel like Rose wouldn't be able to sustain all the damage that uh, Joanna took, and I feel like Weili Zhang has a very very good chin because I mean. The first fight, between Weili Zhang and Joanna Jacek was an absolute war. I personally felt like it could have been fight of the year. Dana White even mentioned that those two girls fighting was an absolute epic fight, which I absolutely agree with and concur with. And that was also a fight that I watched live, and I feel like in this fight, I feel like Weili Zhang is gonna take it as well. I feel like she is stronger physically, and I feel like she has a very good chin. Whereas the fight between Joanna Jacek and Rose Namajunas, ended quick. Whenever Joanna was talking a lot of smack a couple years ago, and then she got knocked out. But I feel like this time around, I feel like a fight between Rose Namajunas and Weili Zhang. I feel like Weili Zhang will get the victory if she comes out the way she did against Joanna Jacek, because that was literally like a World War III fight, and that was epic. So if you guys have the time to go back and watch Weili Zhang against Joanna Jacek, then you guys are going to be in for a treat, and you guys are going to come back and thank me for that fight, because each and every single moment of that fight is exciting. And obviously we know the result now that that fight ended, obviously, but that was a very 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 good fight. So, and a very close fight as well. So this time around, between those two girls of Rose Namajunas and Weili Zhang, I got Weili Zhang winning if she comes out like that. And Rose does have a very good offensive ability as well. But realistically, it's all about having a chin and whether or not you're going to be able to sustain punches. So in that fight, I got Weili Zhang winning, but I mean, Rose Namajunas is very good offensively as well, so she's gonna bring it too. So yeah, in that fight I got Whille winning. And then the third fight I wanted to talk about was the Valentina Shevchenko against Jessica Andrade fighting, and I feel like in that one, I feel like Jessica Andrade will lose, and I feel like Valentina Shevchenko will win. I feel like Valentina is very, very skilled, for what she's been able to do in her weight division, and for the name that she's been able to make for herself, and just the dominant way she's been able to, win against her opponents. I feel like kind of speaks for itself, and I feel like she's going to come out hungrier than ever before, and fight Jessica Andrade and beat her, because I feel like Valentina Shevchenko is going to be the victor of that fight, and I also feel like you know Jessica Andrade is gonna be in for a surprise, because Valentina Shevchenko is very, very good. So, just the dominant way she's been able to get the W over, her opponents has just been, just such a one-sided beatdown, where, it's really hard, to get someone to, beat Valentina Shevchenko. So, Amanda Nunes is obviously, a fighter that, can probably go against Valentina, but it's a fight that's gonna, I feel like, and in a one-sided beatdown this Saturday, because Jessica Andrade has been in the game for a while. She's taken a lot of damage in her fights, and I feel like Valentina is the type of fighter to be giving a lot of punishment, and she hits really hard. So I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but obviously, with all this Jake Paul drama, and him calling out more UFC fighters after beating Ben Askren, has obviously been the headlines these past couple days, and that's literally what everybody's talking about. Even ESPN is talking about it. But I just wanted to not talk about that, and get back to the actual UFC fights, and talk about real fighters, competing against real competition. Even though this is entertainment at the end of the day, and it is fun to watch, whether it is boxing or MMA, and as to who's fighting as well, matters too. So there's a lot of other exciting fights that are going to be taking place this Saturday. I mean, I don't really know, who else is going to be fighting, but I know Anthony Smith, like I said, Cowboy Oliveira. There's going to be a lot of new names that are, going to be exciting to see. And, and obviously, the main event. I'm not really sure how a lot of the, fight world right now is talking about Jake Paul whenever we got Kamaru Usman, fighting, Jorge Masvidal this weekend, and Kamaru Usman, is on his way to being considered one of the top pound for pound fighters, because I mean Kamaru Usman is good, and the way that I remember Kamaru Usman, the way that he introduced himself, was when, I don't remember which fight it was exactly, but whenever there was a certain fight he beat, and then he started going like, "I'm a problem, I'm a problem." And then after that, I was like, okay, this guy, is absolutely hungry. He's motivated to win. And I can't exactly recall which fight, that was, right after he got the win, he started going like, I'm a problem. And, that fight, that he won was in a very dominant way. And, a lot of his fights that he has won ever since has been very dominant. So, I'm not really sure why a lot of people are talking about Jake Paul when we have potentially one of the best pound for pound fighters, fighting this weekend. So a lot of it is obviously for entertainment. Now we got this YouTube star calling out calling out other MMA fighters, and obviously he's trying to pick and choose the people he wants to go against, but. Obviously, I think, yeah, he's gonna be in for a surprise sooner or later. Should he step up against someone that's really gonna, give him a run for his money. So, yeah, guys. So again, UFC 261 this weekend, Saturday, April 24th. Again, the people I got winning is Kamaru Usman. I got Whille Jake winning, even though that one can go either way. And the third fight that I'm making a prediction for is the Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade fight, in which I'm saying that Valentina Shevchenko will win. So the main event I'm absolutely positive on. The co-main event, it can go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Rose wins, but again, we can only choose one fighter, right? So obviously, between Rose and Whille, I choose Whille just because of her chin. And between Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade, I got Valentina Shevchenko winning. So let me know as to who you guys think is gonna be winning the fights this Saturday, guys. And if you guys want to comment on Jake Paul calling out other MMA fighters and trying to pick and choose, you guys can also talk about that as well. At the end of the day, we are one, big community that's trying to strive for success. And obviously, I don't consider Jake Paul a fighter, but he is an entertainer, and there are a lot of people, following him in terms of what he's doing and who he's calling out next. And obviously, he's trying to come to the MMA world and bring fighters from there and fight them, in the boxing ring. So let me know what you guys think about your thoughts and opinions as to, all these, boxing and MMA events taking place. And let me know who you guys think is going to win this Saturday, April 24th. Like the video, guys, subscribe, and drop comments. I really want you guys, to be talking a lot and, interacting with each other. And I'm gonna do another crypto video. Looks like the altcoins are also starting to move up, which is really good. But I'll make a separate video on that one as well. But up until later on, guys, peace. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys later.